let's talk about that lawsuit update. Yeah. So we got the Hinman documents, huge victory, right? That's great. Brad replies and says, and the team, Stuart Alderati, says that they've never felt better about their case and they've never felt worse about the tactics the SEC has used. Now, you probably also saw too, the SEC's already filed for redactions in 2 of the draft of the Hinman speech. They've already filed for redactions in 2 of those. My current hot take on this is if they don't get those redactions, then we're going to be settling up here soon because they don't want that out. There's a reason why they want those redactions. If they're able to get those redactions, then maybe they're, are going to stall this out a little bit longer. What is your current thoughts on the case and the timeline that we're looking at?
I totally agree with what you just said, obviously, but the other thing that's a little twist on that is if you start to look into let's go as far down the road as they've ruled. Well, many people that hold XRP think that a negative ruling is a bad thing. I'm not in that camp. A negative ruling against them is really going to be a slap on the hand, maybe $1 billion fine, largest in crypto history, and get on with your day. Okay. They clearly are not going to be able to claim that it's a stock. That, as you know, I've been reading these court cases. I've read these documents, some of these documents. They have not proven that. They haven't proven any of that. And I don't even think they're trying to. Here's the good part about the SEC winning the case and you getting slapped on the wrist and you paying your fine. This is the best part of this. Think about it. If you win, you could be in appellate court for who knows how long. SEC could appeal this. My wife helped me out with a lot of this for years to come. Years to come. Appeal after appeal after appeal. So everybody who's holds XRP, you might want to see Ripple lose. I'm just putting it out there that at least we know where the hurdle is that we have to go over from that day forward.
And that to say that Ripple has lost means that XRP has clarity, though, right? So
true.
Right. It could be a quote unquote loss for Ripple, but really they can afford to cut that check because they got it like that and they're that successful right now. And it's going to give us clarity for XRP, which is what we've always wanted.
That's right. And you are now going to know where the bar is. But if they lose the case, intentionally or otherwise, they can hold it up because they don't want the other cryptocurrencies to get this legislation or the obvious ruling, that they've achieved in this courtroom. I was a huge follower. I don't know if you guys follow Reggie Middleton, clearly one of the brilliant people in our space. I've been following him for years. I'm hearing him interviewed and he's talking about Veritasium. But when you listen to what Veritasium is, you know why the SEC came after him and you know why they settled out of court. What did they do settling out of court? Of 100 million tokens, they own 96 million of them. A lot of people don't know that. Think about why the SEC want to hold Veritasium tokens. If you know anything about Veritasium, am I going off on a track that you don't want?
No. Can you just remind me and the audience, isn't Reggie the guy who has like the original DeFi patent too or something like that?
He created DeFi.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. Right.
Reggie was miles ahead of me and anyone else when it came to crypto. Well, they need that token, the Veritasium token, in which to run an exchange or trade from currency to currency in a DeFi world. He owns that. Well, now they own 96 million of them. What do you think they're planning on doing with that? That's the future, probably, of your exchanges.
Really?
All exchanges. Yeah. How did I get off on Veritasium? He's the guy, in my opinion, that understands more than all the rest of the people in Wall Street understood the value in it long before anyone else. Mm-hmm. He's the type of people that are going to change the world for the little people.
Right.
And he's, by the way, one of the smartest, sharpest guys you'll ever meet.
I've been meaning to do more research on that guy in that situation because I've had people comment on that before and I haven't really researched it yet, but I've been meaning to get caught up to speed because I know there's a lot of people that are like adamant that you have to know about this story. Sounds like you're tapped in, and that's very interesting to say that the markets are going to be running on that. Maybe we can come back to that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to interrupt you here. Think about the implications for XRP. XRP, we already know, is the tracks that the thing is going to run on, right? Reggie owns the train station.
Okay.
If you will.
Right. Because he owns DeFi.
Yeah. To launch a train on these tracks, you might want to own some, because it's a work token. You own the token, you can use its facility to create a business model. It's interesting.
Okay, so let's back this up and let's make this simple for everyone to understand. And what is the token name, Reggie's token there?
Veritasium.
Veritasium. You're saying that that's the train station. Ripple XRP is the tracks.
Correct.
That's going to connect all the different stations, right?
Only if XRP wants to run on through a brokerage.
And you're saying, though, that the SEC took 96% of the try?
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Okay.
In the names of holding it for the citizens of the United States that they're trying to protect in case Reggie was a scam. They settled out of court, and that was the deal. But what Reggie really started doing, he started playing with the precious metals market. And once he started doing that, he didn't like any part of that. Also, he was real close to opening up an exchange in Germany and in Jamaica. He's part Jamaican, I believe.
Is this guy still alive?
Yeah, right. Well, you should hear what he's doing to Ethereum right now.
I'm gonna have to do a whole session on Reggie.
Juicy.
It looks like
he's like, you owe me back fees on every single one of those tokens that ran DeFi. Not only does he have the patent in the United States, he has the patent in Japan also that says they owe him money for the use of his DeFi network.
And this is what I keep on seeing in the comments, and I couldn't tell if it was people were being for real or not, or if it's just some other crazy crypto story, right? But they kept on saying is that he has the patent, and eventually, like all of this DeFi, they're going to have to pay royalties to him, right?
Yeah.
And so he settled up. The SEC took 96. This is a whole rabbit hole that we weren't even planning on going down.
No, it's huge.
But we're going to have to go further on this one.
All you got to do is listen to him for 5 minutes and you're like hooked. The guy is absolutely sharp. He's brilliant. You can tell he's got a trader's mind. Yeah. Really good, man.
And so you're saying that bonds, and I've been saying something kind of similar, is that I think that all of these markets, every single asset class will be tokenized. What we're investing in is figuring out what platform they're going to run, what market they're going to run. Who's going to have their CBDC built on their platform, right? There's so many different use cases, utilities within this space. I'm going to have to look at that token here that you mentioned,